from the 30 slides, I started introduction about my study. Firstly, I introduced the context and the participants. This study actually is international collaboration work. I did this work with Italian Association of Media Education. The aim of the program is to improve Chinese teenagers' digital media literacy. And we invited 458 teenagers. Sorry, here I used teenagers, but several days ago, an American scholar told me teenagers in American normally means middle school or high school students. Actually here, I use the teenagers actually means primary school students because I thought kids more than 10 years old called teenagers. And I don't know if you agree on this or not. Anyway, here the teenagers means higher grade students in primary schools. So here we invite so many students to participate in our program, and they mainly from 3 schools. We call the ABC, school ABC, but it needs to mention is school A and B are typical urban public school. However, the school C is a migrant children's schools. Very interesting, all of the participating teachers and students, they were reported that they had never attended any formal web-based learning programs. So you can see Chinese primary schools are still using very traditional way to teach those students. And the aim is to design and implement a web-based media education program, and also to assess the effectiveness of the program through three ways. One is through pre and post test about the students' media competencies. We measured by using the concept of internet self-efficacy. And the second is we do students focus group. So we get to know students' perceptions about their benefits and shortcomings of this web-based learning program. And the third one is we want to know how teachers feeling about such kind of web-based learning program on their teaching, and also what shortcomings in their eyes. And here I mentioned we use the mixed methodologies. We did a student survey, and also we used the focus group. We interview and teacher interview. Later, I show the results of this methodology methods we used. And we designed a web-based media education program for primary schools. Actually, from this program, I noticed although technology, computer or internet is highly expected by researchers, scholars. There is a huge impact of these technologies on educational system, maybe worldwide. However, it is it takes a long time to let such kind of impact happen. So from this program, I noticed our school is still so traditional in their teaching and learning ways. So anyway, I tried this program, and I let those students and those teachers, they see actually web-based program, if designed well, could be very useful, beneficial for them. So we made 5 modules, and these 5 modules covered knowledge related to such media as comics, advertisement, newspapers, internet, and multimedia products, and also to foster students' learning interests about our content, and also try to connect what they learned with their daily life, with those real problems they met in their daily life. We choose the environmental issues because environmental protection is really a big challenge for today's today's Chinese people, and also for Chinese government. So a lot of reports, a lot of media products related to environmental issues. So we selected this topic as a key topic for all of those media contents. And here I summarized what's the main activities in each module. I don't know if you can see. There are 2 tables here. In each module, what kind of activities students could do, and also with the help of Italian online learning company, we create an online environment, and the environment includes 5 areas, like you can see here: presentation area, deepening area. In deepening area, there are a lot of resources students can use to broaden their reading, and also dialogue area. There's discussing, there are chatting rooms, and for very interesting, the chatting rooms students from different schools, they can meet with each other in the chatting room. So they break down the barriers of the board, the campus. Students, they can meet with students from other classes, from other schools. And another area we call online experimentation area. Students need to do some activities. Some are by alone, some are in group, so they need to do some works to finish one module. And the last area is the transformative reflection area. Actually, there is a blogging area. Students can use this area to reflect what they learned in each module. And here there's a layout of each module, and also layout of like the chatting room, and also the places where they put their assignments here. Then after finishing design, so we went to the 3 schools to implement the program. We adopted a blended learning method because before the implementation of the program, the local teachers, they just use traditionally face-to-face instructional style. So if asking them to use totally online, it's very hard for them to do. So we adopted a blended learning methods. And in each module, students were encouraged to do a lot of activities, a lot of online activities, like reviewing online resources, downloading, and also searching for information, and uploading, and writing blogs, chatting with others. maybe for us it's quite common practice every day, but for those kids, because initially they were very traditional taught by the teachers. So when in their classes, they could get access to the internet to do those instructional activities online. Those kids are very happy about such styles. And before implementing the program, we trained the teachers. We trained the teachers in two times. I mean, one is about media education itself, and the other one is about how to use the online platform to do the blended learning activities. And then we, after 2 months, we got the results of the program. As mentioned before, we used 3 ways to collect data. The first one is we did a pre and post test the survey. We used the instruments about internet self-efficacy. So here I showed the results for each of the 3 schools. The results of pre and post test shows statistically those participating students, their internet self-efficacy was improved significantly after attending the web-based media education programs. You can notice the numbers. The school C is a migrant children's school. Comparing with school A and B, their equipment and I mean students from in these schools are all from rural areas. So there you can see the mean values quite comparing with school A and B quite low. But anyway, after attending the program, they also improved statistically significantly. And focus group, we do the students focus group interview, and the results showed quite good. All students indicate a very positive attitude toward such kind of program. I think we use a term like digital natives. They are digital natives. They love get accessing to internet. They love those internet. I mean the technology related activities. So they love the blended learning environment. And also because the 5 modules are I mean very life related, so they feel the activities, those instructional activities, very meaningful and also very engaging, because a lot of extra resources used, like a lot of videos and pictures and reports used in the class. Students appreciate those open educational resources we've designed for them, and also they like the media content. They told us the program let them understand better about those different media formats, and many students indicate that after attending the program, they had a more rational attitude toward media content, and they could read more out from those media. But also they mentioned some limits, like the most obvious one is the internet connection is not so good. And also this is true from their survey. Students mentioned internet connection at school is worse than that at home, And I noticed from literature, this is quite popular in a lot of countries. I mean, school, the internet connections was not so good as at home, and especially in the school C, in school C, because there's a migrant children's school. It is in the suburban area, so the whole conditions of the school is far worse than urban schools. And another limit for students is time limits. They feel they have not so much time to try this. So here in our program, students mentioned it's time too short to try such kind of activities. And because we also, sorry, I mentioned here ICT, because in primary school in China we have a course named ICT or IT course, education. So in that course, actually 1 week, just one lesson, like 45 minutes. So students feel it's pity. I mean, the course just have 45 minutes per week. So they hope such kind of courses could be more. And another one is the teacher interview. All teachers mentioned such strengths as extra educational resources provided for them, extended learning environment. They can use a lot of time after school. They can ask the students to do a lot of online activities after school, so they feel the classes were extended. And also they mentioned multi-level interactions. Interactions among students, between students and the teacher groups. And also interactions may happen across schools. Students from different schools, they can interact with each other. And also, teachers mentioned the program focused on learning by doing methodologies and there is a reflection area for students. They can do some reflection after the activities, so they feel quite good. And teachers also mentioned students' learning interests were increased in the program, and the platform extended the traditional classroom by providing more opportunities to interact with content, and also interact with other participants. And finally, they mentioned in this program, learning become more meaningful for students. So here's I think is a conclusion about the program. Teachers and students, they indicated quite a positive attitude towards the program. Firstly, they by themselves tried the innovations, and secondly, both teachers and students reported improved media competency with reference to internet in the program. Yeah. Also, besides students' survey results, also teachers, they mentioned they become a little more confident about using internet resources to teach their students. And finally, the interactions become between teachers and students and among students were strengthened. Last two slides. We mentioned the limits of the study. We mentioned the time and the resources limits. So the program was tried in a small group in a limited time period, just in 2 months. And the findings could only represent some schools' reaction to such kind of innovative program. And also, we recognize that there might be some other factors that could explain the improvement of students' internet self-efficacy. So it's a little hard for us to exclude the impact of those variables. And this is the last slide. We put forward some recommendations for further studies. The first one is trying such kind of web-based media education program among a larger group and with a well-controlled experimental environment. And the second one is researchers could design more suitable measurement tools to measure the effectiveness of such kind of program. And the last one is because considering the different groups, like students from rural area and from urban area or suburban area. I mean, there exists some differences among the target population. So maybe future research can design and implement specific or special programs for special group of students.